Yeah. Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. I wanted to hop on really quick and let you know that charges have been filed against Rebecca and Jake Haro for murder and for making a false report. So I can't find anything of them being in court, but several news channels have confirmed that ABC Eyewitness News says the mother and father of 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro is presumed dead and have been charged with murder. Prosecutors confirmed to Eyewitness News. So it has been confirmed. Let me see. There's no footage of them being in court that I have found. Some people said it could have been a Zoom, a virtual appearance. We don't know at this point. I will check TikTok really quick. I just checked it a second ago. Normally, or late on this deal, that's been where stuff's been coming up first. Let me just make sure. Hey, DC. Yeah, I don't see anything on TikTok yet. The in the Tira, that guy has been pretty quick on it, but I don't see anything yet from him. But it looks like they have not found him yet. No. The father seemed to take police on a goose chase or something. Oh, I thought maybe that was something. He took the parents out somewhere and they didn't find anything there. Cadaver dogs didn't pick up on anything. I know, it's so disgusting. And I just saw something. I don't know how I feel about it. It makes me nervous. We do have a document also, though. From the court. No, he should have been in jail because he was on work release. So he spent 1 day in jail of the 6 months that he was sentenced to. And during the work release, he filed a lot of several workman's comp claims. So he didn't even work or go to jail or anything. And since all of this, there's been a lot of police reports out to the house, police calls for domestic violence, mail theft, a lot of calls out there. And also during this time, his brother died at his house under suspicious circumstance. I mean, there's a lot. He should not have been out of jail, and he definitely should not have been around children. 100%. So this person, where did it go? Let me see. Maybe this is. Okay, that's the same thing I had. Yeah, it's really disgusting. It's completely gross. But also, I just saw something. I don't know how I feel about it. Hey, Two Skulls. Let me see if I can find it again. It's pretty bad. So give me 1 second. Okay, right here. Okay, trigger warning. I haven't watched this yet. But so this is a channel called True Crime with Strategic Eyes. Okay. So this is a this guy was a detective. Was or is, I don't know. But
there's two things that stand out to me. They're saying that there was blood, tons of blood found in the carpet, right? I don't believe that he just went on a stabbing spree of his 7-month-old baby boy. I don't think that that's how this baby was ended. That's not his MO. His MO is physical abuse.
do you, DC? Have you seen this? I hadn't watched this channel. I just saw something on X about it, and it seemed very yikes. But I don't know. Oh, okay.
Choking, beating, hurting, breaking arms, throwing. That's his MO. That's what put him in the spotlight of law enforcement previously to this. That's what got him his first felony conviction. I think that there might be some truth in the rumors that they were trying to buy power tools, saws and sawzalls, whatever. I think that the blood that was found in the carpet
Of course,
is
two
not
skulls.
from what unalived the boy. I think it's from them cutting up the body into small pieces, which is not hard for an infant. And I'm sorry, this is going to be a trigger warning for some of you guys, but listen, this is True Crime with Strategic, and you're talking to a detective here, or rather, the detective is talking to you. We're going to talk like we're in a squad. That's what you call where detectives work. They're called squads. We're going to talk like we're in a squad. And we're going to have a big boy, big girl conversation. So if it triggers you, there's no judgment. I'm not in any way trying to shame you. Maybe you might need to take a step back from the show. Come back a little bit later. But we're going to talk like we're fielding this case together, like I do with my colleagues. We're going to come together. We're going to talk about this.
Yeah, I would agree with what he's saying for sure, right? Like, that's what he does. That's why she's got all kinds of black eyes. That's what he's done. This makes total sense so far to me. It's horrible, but we knew it wasn't good. Right? I never heard of this, but I like it so far too. Yeah.
So we make sure we're covering all the angles, because everybody's going to look at it from a different angle. And when we come together, like, we become Voltron for all the 80s babies out there. I feel like the blood that they found in the carpet was not from the incident offense that caused the unaliving of the baby, but rather the cleanup, the get rid of upper. I made that word up. The destruction of the evidence and the getting rid of the body. That's what I'm thinking. I do believe that they cut baby Haro into pieces. And being that they're in the desert, there is a possibility law enforcement will never find his remains, because there are all types of predators that exist out there that would get rid of the evidence. That's just my thought. I could be wrong, but they've conducted multiple search warrants, and from what I'm hearing, on multiple addresses, and they have not found baby Haro. They haven't found Emmanuel. Why? But yet they're finding the remnants of what they would typically find when somebody's trying to do a body disposal. Let's keep going.
Within days of the kidnapping story, investigators publicly announced there were inconsistencies in Rebecca's statements.
It made my heart drop, because then it's like, okay, now it's completely off of what was said, what really happened.
And many who watched the couple's initial media interviews say they didn't ring true.
I didn't really believe it. Just from the get-go, the mom, just you could tell.
How Rebecca said she couldn't turn around to see what the kidnapper looked like, but was somehow punched in her eye. How she sounded like she was hyperventilating on camera.
I got up off the floor and I didn't see my child. Someone took him from me.
But many noticed there were no.
What's that? Two skulls? Yeah, I agree. That's a winner for me as well. I prefer that. Yeah, this woman, I didn't believe her I never believed shit she said. Hey, legs.
No tears.
Yeah, those were crocodile tears.
The Haros also said their baby was always happy and smiling, but many think the photos they shared in an attempt to find him didn't reflect that.
No, it didn't.
As people all over.
That baby looks so fearful in the previous photo, and then this photo popped up, and I told you guys, man. I told you guys days ago.
No real tears.
Baby's not alive. The baby's gone. This is a post-mortem photo. That is a post-mortem photo. I don't care what anybody says. You got to prove to me They got to fly me into California, put me in a Uber XL unlimited, drive me down to San Bernardino, sit me in a police station, and bring me evidence that this baby is alive. Then leave me in a room for 5 hours so I can look over the evidence for one purpose, to prove to me that that baby is alive right now at that moment. That baby is dead. That is a post-mortem photo. People probably was asking, like, where's the baby? I haven't seen the baby in a long time. Where's the baby? And they're like, oh, let's pose this baby. And this is going to be our proof that this baby's still here. I'm a father of 3. Many of you got 10 kids. For those of you who are professional baby makers, which is nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
We need more humans in the world. Please, you tell me your professional experience. Do you think that that's a picture of a baby that's alive? Look at his skin. Look at his eyes. Look at his hand in the corner. Look at his hand right here, lifeless. Look at his lips looking purple. Look at the darkness under this lip right here. He looks gone. And if he's not gone, y'all going to get mad at me because I'm too raw, but I can't help it. I'm desensitized. It's what I do for a living. If he's not gone, he's going. If he's not gone, he's going. But believe whatever you want. Let's keep going.
Around the world mourn the loss of this innocent infant. Those guys.
I don't know. I do. I agree with it. God, that makes you sick. Like, posed him. Look at the blanket. Yeah, every single picture does not look like he's well. Definitely not happy. Oh, God.
Gathering here are praying that justice is served.
I love that everybody's here and able to be his voice because we don't have one.
I think so too. I think he was beat his whole life. No, I agree with that. Oh, man. I had just caught a title of that, and I was like, oh, my God. But, you know, of course they would do that, right? Why wouldn't they? Oh. I do believe what he's saying, though. It looks like that. That's horrible. It's horrible. Yep, exactly. And you know, I know a lot of people are already saying that, you know, the mother was beat. She was probably threatened. I don't really care about any of that. I'm sure she was beat. We know she was. But that's not even the point. If you want to take that shit, take it all day long, whatever. But an innocent child, a mother's responsibility is to protect her child. So screw her. Yes, I think so too. Mm-hmm. I know. You can't get your head around it. Hey, Shelby. Yeah, I can't disagree with what the guy said. I never thought that myself, but I can't disagree with what he said. It makes perfect sense. And you know something else that's really weird? Obviously, we know that this attorney is some, I don't know, they call him I think Cinema Shogun calls him a Timu attorney. He's a real shady character. He's not a good attorney. I don't know what the deal is, but he's been his attorney for through a lot of this stuff. And that on the Tara guy, he says that attorney was at the brother's funeral. Like he has something to do with the family. Yeah, Shelby, it does me too. Because I just think that child was miserable his whole life, just beaten and I mean, it's so weird. Like, is that why the guy has kids for that reason? What the fuck? What is he doing? Yep. 100% covering it up and even allowing it. I don't know what's worse. I mean, I guess the act is worse, but a mother who allows that to happen to her children, you make me absolutely fucking sick. You are a disgusting, horrible person. Yeah, so the brother situation, let me see if I can find that. So it's a very weird situation. First of all, so it was a drug overdose or suicide. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. And that's what a mother does. A mother protects her kids. And it's not a good situation if the mother is just going to allow herself to be beat and have the children live around it. I'm not calling that a good situation. But that's one thing if you're going to choose to allow yourself to be beat, whatever. Okay, you are an adult. You're capable of getting yourself out of it. A child is a helpless baby. A mom doesn't allow that. Yep. Yeah, I believe so. You didn't, Happy. Right, exactly. Even if my child is not a baby, don't put your hands on my kid. Don't touch him. So I don't know if you guys saw that video we just saw. Did he? Yeah, there's a channel with a guy that he's a detective, and he thinks one of the photos is a post-mortem. And it makes sense. Yeah, she is trash. Yeah. So I know you want to. I can play it again, and then I'll find the stuff on the brother. Now, this guy has had every reason to be, no reason to be free at all. I mean, there is a ton of stuff. It's so ridiculous. You honestly can't even believe this shit. It is, but he makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you guys listen to what he says, and It makes a lot of sense. It does look like it's a staged photo, like the child is already passed. I know. Yeah, he's completely gross. I mean, he is, and of course, you know, he's the kind though that hits women and children, right? Because he's a big old fat ass fucking pussy is what he is.
There's two things that stand out to me. They're saying that there was blood, tons of blood found in the carpet, right? I don't believe that he just went on a stabbing spree of his 7-month-old baby boy. I don't think that that's how this baby was ended. That's not his MO. His MO is physical abuse, choking, beating, hurting, breaking arms, throwing. That's his MO. That's what put him in the spotlight of law enforcement previously to this. That's what got him his first felony conviction. I think that there might be some truth in the rumors that they were trying to buy power tools, saws and sawzalls, whatever. I think that the blood that was found in the carpet is not from what unalived the boy. I think it's from them cutting up the body into small pieces, which is not hard for an infant. And I'm sorry, there's going to be a trigger warning for some of you guys, but listen, this is True Crime with Strategic, and you're talking to a detective here, or rather, the detective is talking to you. We're going to talk like we're in a squad. That's what you call where detectives work. They're called squads. We're going to talk like we're in a squad. We're going to have a big boy, big girl conversation. So if it triggers you, there's no judgment. I'm not in any way trying to shame you. Maybe you might need to take a step back from the show.
Did you just say big old fat ass? Yeah, I did. He's a big old guy. So why doesn't he go and fight men or something? No, he's a pussy is what he is. He should. Right. He should have been locked up. He is a pig. You're right. That's exactly what he is. Watch how this guy explains this.
I'm back a little bit later. But we're going to talk like we're fielding this case together, like I do with my colleagues. We're going to come together. We're going to talk about this case so we make sure we're covering all the angles, because everybody's going to look at it from a different angle. And when we come together, like, we become Voltron for all the 80s babies out there. I feel like the blood that they found in the carpet was not from the incident offense that caused the unaliving of the baby, but rather the cleanup, the get rid of upper. I made that word up. The destruction of the evidence and the getting rid of the body. That's what I'm thinking. I do believe that they cut baby Haro into pieces. And being that they're in the desert, there is a possibility law enforcement will never find his remains, because there are all types of predators that exist out there that would get rid of the evidence. Yeah. That's just my thought. I could be wrong, but they've conducted multiple search warrants, and from what I'm hearing, on multiple addresses, and they have not found baby Haro. They haven't found Emmanuel. Why? But yet they're finding the remnants of what they would typically find when somebody's trying to do a body disposal. Let's keep going.
Within days of the kidnapping story, investigators publicly announced there were inconsistencies in Rebecca's statements.
It made my heart drop, because then it's like, okay, now.
Well, exactly. So what Jerry had said the other day is that the baby was born in November. That would make the baby 9 months old, and they keep saying 7 months old. So people have, well, we were thinking maybe they're saying that because he's been gone since he was 7 months old. They definitely spoke about him in past tense. But I was looking, trying to figure out for sure exactly how old this child is. Nobody can find a birth certificate. Nobody really knows. And I don't know if you guys heard this, but the mother of Rebecca didn't even know that she had a baby. They had been having some kind of a hassle, and they hadn't been speaking. But she didn't know until he was missing that he even existed. A lot of people said they didn't know she had a child. And a lot of people said they haven't seen the kid in a long time. So, but people who knew these people didn't look at the child and say, something doesn't look right. Thank you, Queen.
It's completely off of what was said, what really happened.
And many who watched the couple's initial media interviews say they didn't ring true.
I didn't really believe it.
No.
Just from
Nobody
the get-go,
believed
the mom, just you could tell.
How Rebecca said she couldn't turn around to see what the kidnapper looked like, but was somehow punched in her eye. How she sounded like she was hyperventilating on camera.
I got up off the floor and I didn't see my child. Someone took him from me.
But many noticed there were no tears.
Yeah, those were crocodile tears.
The Haros also said their baby was always happy and smiling, but many think the photos they shared in an attempt to find him didn't reflect that.
No, it didn't.
As people all
that baby looks so fearful in the previous photo, and then this photo popped up, and I told you guys, man. I told you guys days ago. Baby's not alive. The baby's gone. This is a post-mortem photo. That is a post-mortem photo. I don't care what anybody says. You got to prove to me. They got to fly me into California, put me in a Uber XL unlimited.
Yes, trigger warning for sure. Yeah. But he makes a lot of sense. He totally makes sense.
Limited, drive me down to San Bernardino, sit me in a police station, and bring me evidence that this baby is alive. Then leave me in a room for 5 hours so I can look over the evidence for one purpose, to prove to me that that baby is alive right now at that moment. That baby is dead. That is a post-mortem photo. People probably was asking, like, where's the baby? I haven't seen the baby in a long time. Where's the baby? And they're like, oh, let's pose this baby. And this is going to be our proof that this baby's still here. I'm a father of 3. Many of you guys.
I know. Doesn't it just make you sick? I was nervous to watch this because I saw it. And I thought, oh my God, I don't even know if I can watch it. The baby was dying for a long time, I believe, because they started hitting that kid young. I mean, what he did to the girl, she was 10 weeks old. Look, can you imagine if they did that? And I mean, look at, there's a blanket, and they are really sick fucks.
10 kids. For those of you who are professional baby makers, which is nothing wrong with that. We need more humans in the world. Please, you tell me your professional experience. Do you think that that's a picture of a baby that's alive? Look at his skin. Look at his eyes. Look at his hand in the corner. Look at his hand right here, lifeless. Look at his lips looking purple. Look at the darkness under this lip right here. He looks gone. And if he's not gone, Y'all gonna get mad at me because I'm too raw, but I can't help it. I'm desensitized. It's what I do for a living. If he's not gone, he's going. If he's not gone, he's going.
Yeah.
But believe whatever you want. Let's keep going.
Around the world mourn the loss of this innocent infant. Those gathering here are praying that justice is served.
I love
He does. I know. That's what I say too, Queen. That's what I say too. It makes total it. I never thought that. I never thought that any photo showed a happy, healthy child. Not one. And what do they have? Like 3 pictures of this child? I take more than 3 pictures of Jack in a day, in 3 hours. They have like 3 photos of this kid. No photo does he look like a healthy child. No photo does he look happy at all. But that makes total sense. I mean, when he says it like that, he does not look alive there. Oh, God, can you imagine posing this? So gross. It's just beyond gross. Right, exactly. I take more pictures of these chihuahuas. Hey, Becca. Yeah, you too. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Yeah, in case anybody missed it, the parents have been charged. I think I might have just found some court footage. I don't know for sure. I hadn't been able to find any, but we'll look at that in a second. They were charged with murder and making a false report. As of course they did all that and more. Ugh. I kind of wish I didn't see that, honestly. But, I mean, it absolutely makes sense. Yes, Shelby, as of today. They were in court today. I have some documents. Let me see. It says the people of the state of California versus Jake Mitchell, Haro, Rebecca Renee Haro. Okay. I can't read it. Yep. There it is. Did willfully and unlawfully murder baby Doe. That's true, Two Skulls. It does. Exactly. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know. Try me. This is what happens. Queen and I were talking about this the other night. You know, whenever something happens to your child and it was just an accident or, you know, I mean, they fall, like you said, they just fall or something and you feel horrible forever. You're just like, oh my God. things happen, you feel horrible. Can you imagine? And like I've said, logistically, I don't even know how you just beat a baby. When you think about it, like, it's got to be hard to just wail on a baby. It's beyond disgusting. The piece of shit, they both need to go straight to hell. They need to go to hell, jail, and then hell. She's no better. No matter what she did not protect that child. Go ahead and let the stupid fucking pig beat you all day long if that's what you want to do. Okay, so this, I'm seeing JLR put up a thing, bikers at the courthouse. So I don't know. She is. And did she take that picture? Did she put this baby in a receiving blanket that's not alive and take a... Thank you, Try Me. I put big curls in my hair today, but because I don't like it whenever they're too tight. But anyway, thank you very much. So I don't know, you guys. I haven't seen this either. Yeah, I got a cut. I got it trimmed last week. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. I haven't heard a recording of the interview that she did in jail, but I did hear, what they said, that she said she wants to get out and find her baby. Well, she wasn't even looking for a baby. Oh, no problem. I appreciate that's really sweet of you. Oh, wow. 2 skulls. Really? What? Yeah, that's fucking gross. So I don't know. We can watch this from off JLR's phone.
Port of Emmanuel. There's a group called Bikers Against Child Abuse, BACA, and a large group of members were at the courthouse, Riverside County Courthouse today, in support of Emmanuel. They're there, Justice for Emmanuel. I'm going to share a clip and share a little bit about this organization. Oh boy, you got the bikers involved here. The bikers supporting Emmanuel. You don't want to piss the bikers off. I'm going to share this clip with you, and then we will further discuss. Check it out.
I love it.
So this was a post by Bikers Against Child Abuse International back in 2020. Welcome to the new Riverside County, California chapter. They became a full charter. Visit www.bacaworld.org to find the interactive map of chapters. And as you see, the guy here, right here, this is the bigger gentleman here. He was leading the charge today at the Riverside County Courthouse. As you saw the video, he was coming out with his group, Justice for Emmanuel. They were there for Emmanuel for sure, and making sure, I'm assuming, that the parents are held accountable. Look at this. This is their sign here. It says BACA with a fist, a red fist here. Bikers Against Child Abuse. And they got their logo. So they're out there. The bikers are out there in support of.
I love that. Really, yeah, good. Wow, 2 skulls. I love that you did that. Good job for sure. Yes. So I like that too. I like that. I've never heard of that group, Queen, but I really like it a lot. They will. Bikers will bust out, man. Years ago, Mr. Snotty and I got in a situation where we had some who's that guy? Al Sharpton. Yeah, Al Sharpton. They had this big group of people that they kind of tried to surround us and stuff. It did get a little hairy, but there were bikers there too, protecting people. Because Al Sharpton was with a bunch of illegals acting like they're allowed. The fuck ever. Let me see. I'm trying to find. Let me see. I'm trying to find something about the brother. Oh, God. Yeah. Right. Why did he have children? I mean, honestly, he shouldn't be allowed to, but I can't remember who had the thing about the brother. Did you guys hear? I think it was on Lauren's channel the other night whenever the homie guy was talking about that attorney. Did you hear that he's been friends with that attorney? That attorney is like associated with that family somehow. And he was also talking about some of the calls that have been at that house. Yeah, exactly. Two skulls. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times we just have to count on the jailhouse justice. See, this is a call log from their home. I don't know what all of these things mean, but look at this death. This is the brother. See right here, this is 5/6/21. So I don't know if it's unexplained death or what the U is. Well, I don't know, DC. I can't figure out because there were kids. They were at the park. I don't believe ever with Emmanuel, but they were at the park for football for one of their kids, is the understanding. So I don't know what all of these things mean. Yeah. That's now we know that story's horseshit, but I think it's based off of some kind of truth. There was a 2-year-old apparently removed, right? Exactly. I don't really know. Right, Queen? I really don't know. I heard that the cousin that adopted the little girl, Promise, there was a boy at the time that Jake had a son also at that time. I think Jake and Vanessa, his ex-wife, that the boy was the one that was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, but he was okay. The cousin has both of them. But then we heard that since this happened, there was a 2-year-old that was in the house, a little girl, from what I understand. I don't know for sure. And then the cousin has that child because that child was taken out of the house. But where are the kids that were playing football? I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel that that's based somewhat on, he says, remember he said, this is a real safe area. We've been involved in football around here and this, it's not the area, motherfucker. It's you sick fuck. You're the one that's not safe. But they've talked a lot about the football. I don't know. Where are those kids right now? I mean, it's weird. I don't know. Then they say that Jake has 5 kids. But you figure that at that time, that was Emmanuel. Then the 2 with the cousin, I assume the one that was taken out of the house, that would be 4. And I guess somebody that fucking plays football. I don't know. You guys, I've tried really hard to figure out exactly how old this child is. And everything I come across, everybody is saying they can't find a birth certificate. Because Jerry said November. I don't know where she heard that from. I think maybe she said Emmy. I don't know. But the homie guy says he thinks December, but he can't find any record of the child being born at all. It's super strange, you guys. There's a lot of really weird shit. Nobody can find where the child's ever gone to a doctor. I know. Yeah. Right, Queen. That's what I'm hearing. Right. Right, Becca. That's true. That's what we heard too, but I don't know where any of that's actually coming from. I don't know if that's accurate or not. But yeah, because a lot of people are thinking the reason they're saying 7 months old is because he's been gone since he was 7 months old. And they are idiots. Exactly. I think so too. That's what I think. We're going to figure out a lot more at some point. Like I said earlier, Rebecca's mom did not know that she had Emmanuel. They had been fighting or something and not speaking, and she did not know. I mean, how that happens is just very odd. Everything about it is very strange. And I don't think a lot of people saw that child, but whoever did see the child should have been able to see that the baby was not okay. So yeah, it was in May of 2021 that Jake's brother died at that house. A drug overdose or a suicide, but it was investigated. Jake was investigated for it. It was suspicious. Yeah, I know, Queen. Me too. I really held off on it, honestly. But I just... Well, no. I don't know. I think another brother died recently, because remember the video we saw of the funeral that she was at where they're showing that she had a black eye. People thought she had a black eye from a funeral she was at, like on August 4th, I think. Right? And well, I think, Queen, I don't know for sure. I think that's what that homie guy said the other night. Because if you recall, when he was talking to Lauren, when he was on Hidden True Crime the other night, he said he thought that attorney was one of the pallbearers. Remember that? I don't know how that one died. That call log shows that death being in 2021. But somebody said that a brother just died. Because people are saying at that funeral that baby wasn't there. Right, Tough. You know, it seems so far, it appears that that was just some kind of joke. I don't know. So gross. I do too. Yeah. He was all over the place. That was funny. I know. Queen said Lauren's going to have to rein him in. And I said, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he's having it. That was a lot. It was good though. I know. And then oh, did he? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, here is something. Hold on. God, I can't. That's funny. He didn't seem nervous to me. I like him too. He's funny. And he said he really has tried to turn his life around. He has turned his life around. He even got tattoos removed from his face and hands and stuff.
And the subject of a nationwide search has just been charged with his murder. Both of those parents have. The police arrested Jake and Rebecca Haro in their Southern California home on Friday. But it wasn't until today that charges were filed against the couple, including that murder charge. The search for the 7-month-old body is still ongoing. Court TV's Matt Johnson is in California on the ground for us. He will bring us updates on what is happening there later today. We'll, of course, bring you the updates both here and online.
No, of course they don't. Tough. They wouldn't do that. My guess is that he acted like he was going to show him something. I mean, why would they take his ass out there? If they just got some kind of a lead or, you know, a tip or something, then they wouldn't take him out there. Right, exactly. Right. They wouldn't take him if they didn't have any reason to take him, and they couldn't make him. Exactly. I think so too. I don't know if you saw the video that we watched earlier. If you might have to back it up, Legs, because I'm not going to be on much longer, but there we showed a video. There's a channel of a detective that shows one of the pictures that he believes is post-mortem, and it makes a lot of sense to me. It's really sad. No, exactly, DC, me either. And there doesn't even look like any life in his eyes. It just, so sad. I think for sure. He's definitely been gone longer, for sure, longer than when she said. We know that's a fact. I mean, when she said he was taken. But I think it's been a while. And what fucking idiot. I mean, they're not. They can't be any fucking smarter than that. They have how much time to figure this out? Yeah, you guys, it's a good channel. I don't know. I've never had been to this channel before, but I know. The eyes say so much about that poor baby. I can't. Yeah, I'm going to watch this channel now. I liked that. I mean, it sounds horrible. I liked it. It's sad, but that's funny. Yep. They're going to go to jail and then hell. Finally, I mean, I don't know. I guess, quite honestly, I'm not really sure that he's going to go to jail. Nothing he's done so far has put his ass away. No, I think that's funny. Thinking alike. I do think that the fact that this has gotten so big, he can't get by with it this time. You kind of feel like he might because he has so much of the time, but I really think that too many people know about this. It's not going to happen. People wouldn't have tolerated it had they known. You know, like I said, somebody had to have seen this child and said that's not right. Oh, thank you, DC. That's sweet. I know, Queen. It does feel that way sometimes. I just laughed as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I just clicked. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get by with it this time. Nope. I'm sorry that he did at all. Exactly. Too many people know about it now. No more. I don't know why this guy was getting by with this. People in California, they just like lawless fucking violence. All of this shit with no cash bail, all this nonsense. It's ridiculous. It's completely utter fucking nonsense. The lawless bullshit going on, and then people just have to be victimized and tolerate this horse shit. The people that want to fight Trump because he's trying to stop crime, I can't have a conversation with that. I can't. It's ridiculous. I've been checking some of that out. I've been checking out some of the, like the recaps. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I've been waiting for Wendy to get arrested this whole time, but I don't know what's going to happen. Thank you, Legs. Yeah, the fucking nonsense that goes on over there is just so gross. Oh, give loves for us, DC. Thank you, Happy. Yeah, I couldn't live there. You know, California is a very nice place, but it's absolutely been ruined. And they act like they like this shit. It's just beyond anybody's comprehension. Mine, anyway. So, and how much more of that's going on? This is a thing that really is so aggravating. We never know about these until we know about them, right? Because wouldn't it just do your heart good to have been able to get that baby out of there and get a healthy happy look in his eyes. I mean, you know, you just have to say he's with God now and he's protected and he's away from those evil, evil people. Wow, that's so funny. Thank you, freaking. I didn't have a spa day, actually. I would like one. Exactly right, Tough. That's why in all of these sanctuary states, all of these blue states, I'm sorry, it's just a fact. It's a damn fact. The fucking lawlessness is out of fucking control. They act like they like it because the people making the decisions there, they don't live with the shit themselves. Well, thank you very much. I know. I was telling Queen, I want to do a spa day sometime. It's been a long time. After my daughter's wedding, when was that? It's been it's been 2017. After her wedding, she took me and her maid of honor out. We went to a resort in Scottsdale. It was really nice. We had a nice spa time. Got some massages and all that. It was awesome. So I guess it's been about 8 years. Hey, Tony, you're in bed. Oh, the time. Okay. I'm like, okay. You know, but my daughter has found stuff. They find stuff on Groupon, I guess. Is that still a thing? Like with good deals for massages and spa stuff. I never even look at that stuff, but my daughter finds it sometimes. I know. I started looking, Queen. I was looking for a place that we could go for, like, someplace kind of close by where the husbands could golf and we could spa but it's so hot here right now. You'd have to go. All the places I found are too hot right now. It's too hot to golf. Actually, though, because of the storm last night, Mr. Snotty went and golfed this morning at 7 o'clock. Cooled it off quite a bit. So he was able to get a little bit of golf in. Yeah, you should, Legs. I've only done it twice. Once with my daughter from some Groupon thing, and then once where she bought it for us. Wasn't it wild? It was. I had this one page up. It's going very good. Thank you. How about you? Yeah, he did sign an executive order saying they'll lose some kind of federal funding if they continue doing anybody who continues doing no cash bail, they're going to lose federal funding. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Queen, there definitely is. There's definitely some, but it's just really hot right now to go. We have to let it cool off a tiny bit. Yeah, because there's no excuse for all the lawless horse shit. There's not. Yeah, the news was showing a lot of damage near our place. Oh yeah, this is I know, isn't that good? I'm glad he did that. But this is the problem with that kind of stuff, is that some judge is going to fight him on it. Every movie makes, that's what's so irritating. This is why I get so going back and forth with on X. I get all caught up in that because our stupid, cheating ass, lying fucking governor and AG, they get so proud of themselves. Every day they want to put on X how they're filed another lawsuit against Trump, another lawsuit, another. Just stop it. I know, but it's so irritating. Why would anybody fight for more crime? Who the fuck is behind that shit? It's absolutely ridiculous. I hope so, Happy. Was that what the bond was? Good. I don't know how the hell you can stand behind people that just want to keep fighting to make sure that they have more crime. It's the most fucking ridiculous shit you've ever. I cannot with these people. I can't. Oh, there's that one too. Yeah. Yeah, this was us last night. Oh my gosh.
Okay, that is Dominique Newland capturing this huge flashbang. She says it caused the power to go out in her building in downtown Phoenix.
You're on camera, guys.
Okay, the storm even knocked out power to Fox 10. So if you're wondering what the heck is going on tonight, we are basically reduced to 2 tin cans with a string attached
don't get in
at
trouble.
each end. We are piecemealing this together, so give us some grace because we have had a day.
Major props to the crew and everyone working so hard to get us online because it has been a challenge.
Screens went black. This was about 5:30, maybe a little later.
5:58 was the time.
Oh, so we made it through the 5:30 large.
Mark was about to come on
It
air
felt like
for the
an
6
eternity.
o'clock. Yes, and everything went black. We lost power. We went down. The generators came back on, but things are still coming online. So
yes.
If you could only
Slowly.
see our studio.
Yes, it is
There's a lot
absolutely.
going on.
This is.
We didn't lose power at all. We never lost power. It was over pretty quick and really nice out last evening.
Been a day.
Yes.
All right, Nicole Christine has been out in this. What began as a journey into the wall of dust turned into a big rain event, and you were on the side of the road.
Yeah, and you guys can hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. So so we have made our way to Tempe now. If you're wondering what is going on around me, we are actually hanging out underneath this large, there we go. This large tree. And I'm going to turn the camera around to show you the rest of this park that we're at. We're just west of the 10 north of Baseline. We're at this neighborhood that, if you can see beyond, this park is lit. This park has power. Right beyond, though, as we head a little further west, you can see all of these homes without power. We were driving around rather for a while earlier, and there were several street lights, stop lights that were out. So just really be careful when you're out and about tonight. These poor people without power right now, hoping that goes back on for them soon. And then take a look at this. So we're at Swab Park, which is a lovely little park, but it's got this retention area here that I was showing Mark and Ellen earlier, and it has just become...
Oh, look at this part. This is not far from our house. Right here.
It was a torrent of rain out there. There were winds, I think we clocked them at
right here,
around 70 miles an hour out at Sky Harbor.
Yeah, and in Chandler.
Look at this wall down. This is actually very close to my house.
The winds were really strong out there as well. Some really strong gusts. Amanda sent us this video. The privacy wall down, it looks like in her backyard. So quite a bit of damage right there.
Yeah, that's not good. If you want to go out there and do your thing and not have the neighbors peering into your yard, you don't want that.
Down.
Let's check in with Mary.
Right, we do too, but I don't want to have to do that. We don't. Yeah. Because it's real muggy then.
Walling, this is in Northeast Mesa. Los Saguaro, such a bummer.
Look at that mass. That's a big swirl. Those things are heavy. Damn.
That is, yeah, that's tough because that saguaro's probably 100 years old.
Yeah, please keep.
Look, this one right here looks wild though at the airport.
In Arizona this morning, people are still feeling the impact of this huge dust storm, known as a haboob, by the way. The wall of dust just seemed to swallow up Phoenix and its surrounding area. The storm darkened the sky and nearly blinded drivers. We have some video of what it looked like on the roads, near zero visibility for drivers.
We are in the middle of a haboob.
I can see Idaho highlights and like brown like that.
And
Wow,
can't
it's going up? No.
see anything. We're in the middle of the haboob. We're in our car.
I think it's clearing up.
Yeah.
We can see a little bit of.
Yeah, we got a full
I
blown
think there's a car
monsoon going
behind
on
us,
now.
but we're kind of.
No. Yeah.
Okay, I can see the house on the corner here.
It's like end of days. You can't see anything from inside.
Jonathan, if you're here still, I put up a short video of it coming in.
All right, we have other new video that shows kind of just how dark things got as it moved in. Just look at that. At Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, the storm's 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts shredded a connector bridge and caused major delays. Really can't get over just how tall that wall of dust is there. And there was a weekend dust storm in Nevada, too, that blew through the Burning Man Arts Festival. Unclear if the people who were actually there realized what was happening. That's a different story. CNN meteorologist Allison Chinchar joins us now with the latest. I do have to say that the video of what's happening or what happened in Arizona and Phoenix is just extraordinary.
It is. And the thing is, these happen sometimes in the desert Southwest because you have that combination of those strong thunderstorms that will come in, but also all of that dust that's laying there. Take a look at this time-lapse video behind me. You can see that wall of dust coming racing into the city. But then once the dust clears, then guess what we get? That's right, raindrops, because the rest of the actual storm is now starting to come through, because that's what causes all of this. It all stems from an actual thunderstorm that is moving into the area. So let's talk about this. Yes, the official name is called a haboob. And basically what it is that you get the outflow from these particular thunderstorms that come through. And what it's doing is it's picking up all of that dust that's basically on the ground, and it's starting to churn it and spin it and push it in the same direction that the thunderstorm is also going.
Okay, yeah. We've had lots of
miles per hour. And then just a
Look
few
at
minutes
that.
later, you then also get the rain that comes through on the other side of the system. And again, here is a look at the forecast for you. Again, you can see we are going to still have the potential for some of those showers and thunderstorms yet again today, not just for Phoenix, but for a lot of the surrounding areas, which means you could in turn get more images just like this one that you see right behind me.
Yeah, really stunning to see. I have questions for our guy Pete Montine too. What happens to these?
Yeah. And then you get the rain washes all that dirt away, and it was beautiful after it stopped raining and stuff. Hey, Panda, did you have a happy birthday? I hope so. It was yesterday, I believe. Yes, me too. Me too. A lot of people yesterday were acting like they weren't going to be charged. I was like, I see no, I couldn't figure out where the hell that was coming from. But yeah, I played a video, I got to get off here. I got to go get Jack. But you guys should watch the video I played early on in this. I'm serious. It's triggering. It's kind of hard to watch, but I really think I hate to say it's a good video. I mean, it sounds horrible, but yeah, it's from a channel, a detective, and he has some really good insight on it, some good thoughts about it, and as sad as it is, it's a good video. But yes, they have been charged. Apparently, my understanding, $1 million bond. He's not going to get by with it any longer. I think no way would anybody have it at this point. Just would not stand. But I will. I know. I can't wait. On Tuesdays, it's been like, a week since I've seen him, almost a week. So I'm all excited to go, and he gets so happy when I go. His face lights up whenever he sees me there. It's so cute. I love it very much. But I'm going to end this, and let's see justice for baby Emmanuel. I think it's coming. And I'll be back as soon as if anything comes up on this, I will for sure be back as soon as I see anything. But other than that, I'll be back anyway. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for being here.